So here we've got an EZ preacher curl. Tom's already set up, but what a lot of people get wrong is they have the seat too low down. So you want to make sure the seat's nice and high so that you're over the top of the preacher bench here. Now, Tom's going to have to lean forward and drop his shoulders to pick up the bar, but we don't want him in this position. So shoulders want to come back, down, drive the armpit into here. And then at the bottom of the preacher curl, a little bit more bend, So go on a little bit down a bit. So just to about there, this is where he's going to come down to. He's going to tense his bicep, and then he's going to think about bringing this part of the bicep up here. As well as he's doing that, he's going to drive his elbows backwards into the pad. And he's going to try and make his bicep as small as possible. He's forgetting about this bit. So I'll go through a rep for me, mate. Squeeze at the top. And then when he lowers down, he's going to think about pushing away and down, so it keeps that tension in that bicep, and he's going to come to there. Because if he lowers it down fully, it takes the tension off his bicep, and it makes his shoulders internally rotate like this, which isn't good for him. So shoulders back, slight bend in there, so a little bit lower, that's the bottom of the rep there. So go through a couple of reps for me, mate. So squeezing the bicep, is making it as small as possible. He's not thinking about this. Out and down on the way around, drive that arm backwards into the pad. That's it, go through a rep for me, drive backwards, good. And then out and round on the way down, keeping that tension in there. And just go through a couple of reps for me, making this as small as possible. Squeeze at the top, out and round on the way down. Shoulder blades back, shoulders are all set. This is all switched off, there's nothing going on in here. So this is all good. What we don't want is all this to be rotated forward for him to be hunched up, and it's taking the focus off the bicep curl. Drop it down there, mate. So when you do a preacher curl, think about making the seat high enough so that you can lean over, so that you can get the bar, so that we're not in a compromised position where our shoulders are rotated inwards. Shoulders want to be back and set down. We're never fully extending the arm, and we're thinking about bringing this part of the bicep up to this part of the bicep. We're not thinking about bending our elbow. Trying to make it as small as possible, driving our elbows backwards, and on the way down, we're thinking about out and round on the way down, so that we're getting a really good amount of tension through that bicep. And that is an EZ preacher curl.